again. Time for another show, alright. Sophisticated Delinquency is a podcast, like no other. Because in the show they got a brother, yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in the second episode of Rhythm and Motion, and what a treat we have tonight. I'm gonna give you a very, very long intro, man. So, in the studio, in the Sophisticated Delinquency Studios in Brooklyn, New York, we have today Verbal Ase. Ace, Verbal, what do I call you, man?
Yes, they call me, you should call me Ace. A lot of my friends call me Ace. Verbal Ase is my full name. Why do I call myself Verbal Ace? Because I beatbox, like you hear in the background. And the Ace is my initials.
Part.
Yeah,
that's a verbal part.
Yeah,
okay.
The verbal part. And the Ace is my initials, Adym Stevens Evans. In case you want to know why I spell Ace with an S, now you know.
Yeah, I spelled it wrong in all the preparation for the podcast. I was spelling it with a C, but now we know, ladies and gentlemen, it's an S. It's an S. So how are you doing, man? How did Valentine's Day treat you this year? Any ladies, any lucky ladies in the picture?
I mean, there's a girl I'm really hoping everything's going to work out with. But as far as, I just don't know. I'm just like, I'm letting my heart take the lead. I'm hoping I'm not being foolish with it. But there's been a lot of coincidental things that's been kind of guiding me into like to stick around. So
yeah, that's where it's at, man. If you can find a lucky lady, I'm a lucky man. I found myself a lucky lady, which I want to thank for this episode right off the bat. My wife, Veronica Marcos, excellent producer, excellent person, and the hottest piece of ass that this world has to offer. What do you want to say hi to people, baby? There she is.
She said,
and she is definitely as hot as she sounds, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you want me to cut the music or keep it going?
Yeah, you know what? Let's cut the music for a second. Let's have a conversation. That's what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
So how has it been, man? How's everything treating? How is the New York treating you post Trump? This is a very complicated.
I was actually worried about going out and performing after the whole election because you saw how everybody was like, rioting. There was a lot of not parades. What's the word I'm looking for? Protests. Yeah, a lot of protesting, and I thought people were gonna be pissed. Like I don't want to go out like, hey guys, check it out. Like, dude, we don't want to hear that right now. The world's in calamity right now. Donald Trump's the president. What are you doing? I'm like, but it was actually the opposite. A lot of people wanted like a stress relief. Because people look to music for a lot of things. Like if you're going through anything, they say no matter what you're going through, there's a song for it. But even if you're not going through anything, like the music is healing in so many different ways. If you're feeling depressed, it can make you feel better. If you're pissed, it can make you feel happy, especially if it's like fun and stuff. And that's one of the main reasons why I love performing so much because, music it connects people. And I've seen so many people like thank me like, yo, man, thank you so much. I really needed that. And so far this year, it's been going great, despite, what's going on with the politics and stuff. I try to stay away from politics because it's just so many bad energy there. You voted for this? Oh, I don't like you. You didn't vote? I didn't like you.
I feel you. I'm like, I don't even know. I feel like people are asking you to take sides, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't like one. I don't like the other.
Then they get mad at you for not taking any sides.
I'm just gonna stay here making music, keeping it light.
That's what I want to do too. I just want to make music.
You get me? That's what we're here for today, man.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what you do. This is the first time I meet you. Actually, we got in touch because of John Sean, of course, in Miami. He put us in touch, and I definitely checked off your stuff, and I was quite impressed. I mean, I'm used to working with these like 9-piece bands and horn players and tuba players and whatnot, and you seem to be able to do all that with your mouth. How do you do that? How did you get into that?
So I first got into beatboxing, which I didn't know it was called beatboxing. I actually thought I was just making noise because I was a kid, and I would always try to imitate sounds I hear from video games like Nintendo at the time. Damn, I feel old. Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn. The kid's like, what is he talking about? Okay, the adult version of Xbox and PlayStation, but it was Nintendo and Sega Genesis.
The OG Xbox, yeah.
So as a kid, I was always trying to make sounds from the video games. My parents would only let me play in the game for like an hour or two, and then after that, I have to go out and play with the toys or go outside. So I was trying to imitate the sounds I hear from the video games when I'm playing with my action figures. And I kept it to myself for years. I didn't really show anybody because I thought I was just a regular kid going, hey, doing like, music and stuff. It wasn't until high school when people, you know, when you become close friends with somebody, you show them all the weird stuff you do. So I showed my friend all the weird sound effects I can make, and his friend told his friend about it, and his friend told his friend, and everybody's like, yo, this guy makes weird sounds. I'm like, what? It's just sounds. It's like, no, do that thing again. I'm like, all right. You know, I started doing like other crazy noises, and everybody, they told me it was called beatboxing. I was like, what? Oh, okay. I've heard of it before, but I have to really look into it. So it really started when I was a kid, and then went to high school, spread like a virus. Everybody was making me go around their lunch table and beatboxing for them. I literally started charging people because I could never eat my lunch. Like, people wanted me to go to their table. I didn't charge like a lot. I was like, okay, you got to give me a quarter because, you know, I got to get something to eat. Or like, people
so you were busking before you even knew what busking was.
Yeah, I started. People started giving me like quarters, dollars, and all kinds of stuff like that. And I was like, man, this is crazy. And so I decided to enter my first talent show competition in 2000. Wow, what was it? 2002. Yes. God, I feel old now. 2002. Was my first talent show competition, and but I needed $25 to register for it, and I went around, told everybody about it. People started giving me 5s, 1s, 10. No, I never got a 10, but 5s and 1s. Everybody was giving me money, and they kept saying, "You better win." I didn't win. I got 3rd place in my very first competition out of 150 other people. So like, I decided to like perform, and then after a while, like, I started performing in a lot of underground hip hop shows, but they didn't really go anywhere. They just led to more underground hip hop shows. And just to clarify this, I didn't really get into beatboxing from hip hop music. I got into beatboxing from making sounds from video games and trying to imitate trance and electric music.
What do you mean sound from video games? So you give us like an example of that? Can you like
so like when you're playing a video game, you know, sometimes it's like or game over.
That's
stuff
amazing.
like that. Yeah. But as far as the music part, what got me into making stuff musically was trance music and electronic music, EDM music. It wasn't hip hop. It was like trance music back then. So I was always trying to figure out how I can do the filters with my voice naturally. You know, like it's like you know, like
but that's amazing because it's like a natural sidechain. I don't know if you're familiar with some of the terms. Like that sidechain, like
that's what I was trying to do because like
key and compression, that like the volume goes down every time the kick hits, and that
that's
sound.
what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to do all that stuff with my voice and stuff. So I really started practicing that. So it wasn't hip hop music. It was like trance music. Like I loved trance music. I have so many trance CDs. Trance volume 1, 2, 3, 4. Trance party volume 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I was always trying to do that music. So when I first started beatboxing, that was like just my style. Like I was always trying to do that. That was like my style of music. It wasn't the you know, the hip hop. It was trance music. So after a while, like, I started doing a whole bunch of underground hip hop shows. Those didn't go anywhere. They just led to more underground hip hop shows. And I had bigger goals than that. I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to start doing big parties, clubs and all that stuff. So for a while, I stopped performing actually for 2 years because I felt like my performance wasn't going anywhere. And then I got invited to come to New York in 2011 to perform at La Mama Theater. The same place
nice opportunity,
Blue Man Group got started.
Yeah.
They had this thing called the Human Beatbox Festival, hosted by Kid Lucky, and he was inviting beatboxers from all over the country to come showcase here. Like it was like a big beatbox festival, and it was my first time being around so many other beatboxers. I was like, oh, this is freaking cool. And to make an extremely long story short, I got invited to perform in the subway from another beatboxer named Kata. He's another beatboxer from Japan. And he busk in New York. And it was the first time I performed in 2011 in the subway. I was like, oh, maybe I'll come home with a couple of bucks or whatever. I came home with like probably $100 within a couple of hours of performing. That was like my first time that I felt really appreciated because like people were like watching everything I was doing, like every routine I had, they were clapping. It wasn't a big crowd, but it was like the first time I felt like I really got some attention that I always wanted. So like New York always made me feel like I don't know. I didn't feel this kind of appreciation anywhere else. Like,
that's the beauty of it. I feel like people here really do give you your due and appreciate like the art you do.
To this day, I still feel that. Like I was out performing yesterday in the subway, and people were just coming up to me, thanking me, and it's weird. Like I get blown away. Like I perform inside the train, and when I get done performing, I always say the same thing at the end of my performance. I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. I am a starving artist, so if anybody could donate any quarters or pennies, I appreciate it. If not, I appreciate it. I'm sorry for the interruption. I'm Verbal Ase. Thank you so much. And as soon as I stopped talking, I can't talk. As soon as I stop talking, all you hear is like people ruffling in their purses and their pockets to pull out cash and donations.
That's the best
I'm
feeling
like,
when you hear those
that's
coins
crazy.
rustling.
And then like, there's been a lot of times where I can't even put the microphone down quick enough because of a lot of people like just like literally shoving money in my face. It's crazy, and like I don't look at it arrogantly or whatever. I just feel like really loved and appreciated. And like when people do that, it's motivating me to like, you know, keep going, work even harder. And like I said, so my Valentine's Day was awesome. 'Cause that day I was, you know, feeling that because I didn't get a chance to hang out with the girl I wanted to. So me performing.
Oh ladies, I'm sorry, you heard it here. He's taken.
Well, actually, no, I don't know where it is. So, you know, if you guys want to give me a shout out, you know, hit me up on Facebook or whatever. You know, I'm still here. Will Smith, and, you know, that's me. You know, what you want to do, tad out. I don't know. But, I don't, as far as that, I don't know what's going on with that. But,
well, you talked a little bit about influences. And I've heard so many beatboxers. Actually, last year, Rolly introduced me to this guy that blew my mind. I don't know if you've heard of him, Reaps One.
Yeah, I heard it
just blew my mind.
He's insane.
But to you, what were your main influences? Like, what inspired you?
So let's see, video games for one. But as far as people, Will Smith inspired me because Will Smith, he beatboxed too, and his TV show.
I didn't even know that. I gotta look this
the Fresh
up.
Prince of Bel-Air. He has that. And that's like his number was beatboxing. Who else? Michael Winslow from the movie Police Academy. He does what I do, or I do what he does. He makes sound effects and stuff. Like he beatboxes too, but he's more of like a comedian with sound effects. Who else? Michael Jackson, of course.
He's like, I mean, just when you hear those perfectly placed, like, I just love that.
Shimbone, you know you did. I don't know.
Well, you do him justice.
But like, Michael Jackson, he actually beatboxes too. He's like a light beatboxer. I consider myself a light beatboxer too, because like Reaps One and a lot of these other beatboxers, they do like mad, crazy bass. Like they do all that. Like they do like a bass and stuff. Like I consider like all these other beatboxers like knights. But I'm more like a court jester because I just focus on making people laugh and doing something like a melody kind of thing. So like, I remember in 2012, I went to this beatbox. I showcased in a beatbox competition, and a lot of other beatboxers like, "Are you competing?" I'm like, "No, I'm just showcasing." They're like, "Oh," I'm like, "Really? You can't be intimidated by me. I don't even do what you guys do. All the." You know, they do that crazy dubstep bass and stuff. They do the bass, lip roll, all that stuff. Like I don't.
And that's a lot of what you were talking about. Those like filters with your mouth and like it blows my mind every time I hear it.
I can't. I mean, I could do that, but that's not my style. My style is more making people laugh. You know, like.
I also saw your act, and I see that there's a lot of technology. When did you get into using like that technology, the loopers?
So like when I first started performing in New York, I literally performed inside the subway train. But that's before I learned about a program in New York called Music Under New York, which allows artists to play in the subway legally. They give you a permit and they give you a schedule to perform in the subway. So once I got a part of that program, I still had the same setup as I did inside the train, but I noticed the platforms are like, you need a little bit of louder speaker because, you know, when the trains go by, it's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is..." And by the way, if you guys want to check me out on YouTube, my YouTube is... That's when the trains are going by. So nobody could hear me. So when people can't hear you, you know, they just walk right by you. So I started upgrading my setup. I started getting a bigger speaker. Once I got a bigger speaker, I was like, oh, yeah, you can really hear the in my beat stuff. So
yeah, you feel that bass. Yeah, it's
so
no EDM if you don't feel that bass. I mean,
so like once I got a bigger speaker, people started stopping and stuff. But I was like, I still feel like something's missing. So I started experimenting by bringing out different machines. So I brought out the Chaos Pad. I could loop my voice on that one, but I really used it for like a sound effect trigger, so I can add extra bass or like an actual bass sound to my beatboxing. So as I'm beatboxing, I'll be like, then I'll press a button and it'll be like, whatever. But it will actually be a bass sound. So I can trigger that as I'm beatboxing. And I just started bringing out one machine after another to see how people would respond. And people loved it. They're like, oh, man, this is cool. So I started bringing out more machines. And pretty soon I have like an entire setup. I have like 11 different machines that I perform with simultaneously while I'm beatboxing. So it's like a combination of DJing with beatboxing, which I'm always trying to do something different that nobody else is doing. Because if we look up beatboxing, there's tons of videos out there, and it pays to be unique. That's why I start to bring out, different machines and stuff, because I want people to be entertained and be like, this is different. I don't even know what to call it or classify it as. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing, man. I definitely have some admiration for what you do, but why don't we hear a little bit of what you do? I think we got to that point where people are dying to hear what you do.
All right. So yes, Verbal Ase, beatboxer from outer space. Why am I from outer space? Because I can make sound effects, voice impressions, and all kind of crazy stuff. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by bringing it back to an old school jam, which goes like this. Night Rider. Check it out. Voice impressions. I am going out. Voice impressions. Moose come, me come, mouse. Voice impressions. Voice impressions. I'm SpongeBob. Hi, Patrick. Voice impressions. Hey, SpongeBob. I'm hungry. A shirt. Bass. Calabria. With the beat. Like that.
Wow. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of everything. I see some voice impressions. I think everybody saw some voice impressions. That was pretty clear.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Mickey Mouse. Oh boy, shut up.
So what are the aspects of your performance? You have voice impressions. You sing a little bit.
Yeah, voice impressions, singing, sound effects. Actually, I didn't do any sound effects, but yeah, beatboxing, voice impressions, and sound effects. And the reason I do so many different things is because, I really want to stand out, and I don't want to classify myself just as a beatboxer. Because if I just say I'm a beatboxer, then, I'm limiting myself, and then I can't pursue anything else. They're like, oh, you could be the best beatboxer. No. I want to be the best everything that I'm passionate about. Best beatboxer, singer. I don't want to say dancer. I mean, I could dance, but people will probably be like,
do you incorporate any dancing into your set at all?
I mean, I jump around when I'm like really, really feeling it, because like that's the other thing too. When I beatbox, I like to move around. I see a lot of videos on YouTube where people who beatbox, like, they'll just look so plain faced, like they're not even interested in their own beatbox. They'll just stare straight at the camera, slowly blink their eyes. And I mean, it'll sound sick, but visually it won't be entertaining. They'll just be like, I mean, it sounds good, but it's like, dude, why don't you move or something? It's like a robot, whatever. So when I beatbox, I move around. I mean, I'm kind of dancing, but I'm really just like bobbing my head and like really.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you do to the beats, like the tapping on your head and that stuff.
Yeah, you saw the way because I couldn't get the sound out when I was like. It's like it was a broken record in here or something. But I move around a lot because it's if I can't provide like because I beatbox with a TV, so everything I do you can literally see like the characters. If I do a voice impression or something, you see the characters on TV. But if I don't have that, I'm moving around and pointing to create some type of visual entertainment too, so people are like, man, this guy's really into it, instead of me just standing there, not doing anything.
Do you do the videos as well, or you want to give a little shout out to anybody who helps you out with those?
Actually, I do the videos myself.
Oh, wow.
Unless they're talking about like YouTube and stuff.
No, the videos for your performance. Like characters and stuff.
I do the videos. Like I spend lots of time online looking at different GIF images that I can incorporate in my show while I'm performing. So if I do like
SpongeBob SquarePants. Sorry, I got something caught in my throat here.
get back to work, boy.
Sorry, sir.
If I do like a voice in something like that, you'll see SpongeBob on the screen. If I do Mickey Mouse, oh boy, you'll see me on the screen too, right? Toodles. Yeah, you'll see like all these characters on the screen and stuff while I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to do something with, but I'm trying to stay away from politics. So no Obama. And if you guys want to know why we shut down the White House, it's because we ran out of toilet paper. Thank you. No, but yeah, I'm trying to keep or do everything. If there's a cartoon character, it's going to be on the screen. Just like in the beginning where I did like Knight Rider, I'm going to have like the car on the screen with the little thing going in front. Do you remember the car Knight Rider looks like? Yeah. Just, so people are like, oh man, he brought it back, but he has a TV too. Like ever since I brought a TV to my performance, it's been such a different show, and people really, really like that there's images that to go along with my beatboxing.
Yeah, it's definitely a very relatable show. Like I think people could expect to like get some like throwbacks, get some like memories, old shows. Like
exactly.
It's great. Why don't you give us another taste of something you could do?
All right. So I did the beatboxing, but I do sound effects too. So like, you guys probably can't see. Well, yeah, the camera can see it. This is a ventriloquist trick. There's a radio stuck in my nose. Different genre. We'll do Gummin style. Gummin style. Here's another one. Bird sounds. Let's see if I can do this one. Crickets. Freaking out the dog? Nope, he doesn't care. All right. Cell phones. I gotta get that fixed. Nope, wait. Sorry, that's coming out the other end. That's not a cell phone. Oh, ew. And the worst sound in the world, in case anybody's falling asleep during this podcast, alarm clocks. Don't eat those. They don't taste good either. And by the way, if you guys want to know who does the beginning voice in the TV show Law & Order, that's me. In the criminal and justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. These are their stories. What else we got? Luke, I am your father.
Joker here. I want to have a little question for you. Do you want to know why I got these scars? I'll tell you. It's because I cut myself shaving. What's wrong, Batman? I thought you liked magic tricks.
Yeah, nobody ever knows what Batman's saying.
So let's get into the performance aspect of this. Why don't we give people like a couple songs?
You mean like a looping thing?
Yeah, sure. You're down
Yeah,
for
we'll
that?
see like a freestyle freestyle loop here. Yeah.
I'll join you in a little bit. We're gonna do a jam at the end, but let's give people a little taste of you by yourself.
Let's see if I can create something here. Switch it up like that, come on. Yeah. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? On the track with Kermit. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? On the track with Kermit. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? On the track with Kermit. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Miss Piggy ain't one more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? Double up. One more time. Kermit the Frog, what you wanna do, Miss Piggy? That's my track, wanna get it back. Come on. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Yeah, we're, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hot 97. We're playing random stuff that's just going on in the back toilet. We'll give you 1 second. Sorry about that. Let me try one more thing. One more time. Rhythm and motion, right? All right, come on.
Rhythm in motion. 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 Rhythm in motion.
Yeah.
The last one was better.
yeah, that was definitely great. A lot of hip hop.
You can tell like trance dance music is like my passion. What do you think about that, Charlie?
How about tell people where they can find you? Any like let us know your social media, your web page, where are you gonna be?
Yeah, if you guys want to know my schedule, you can look me up on Instagram. I post my schedule on my Instagram if you guys want to see where and when I'm performing. Sometimes I go live on Facebook too. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, Twitter, everything is the same. Just look up Verbal Ase, and Ace is with an S. So VERBAL, and then Ace. Ace is ASE. So VERBAL, and then ASE. Look up Verbal Ase on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, any place the government can keep a tab on you. That's where I'm at.
Well, we will definitely add it to the edit of the video so people can find you easier. We'll put it in on the episode. So what else do you got for us, man? Come on.
Let's see.
We got some time to kill, and you're the man to kill it.
Let's see. You asked me what my inspiration was. Future goals. I do want to see. My main goal is to be on TV, either part of a kids show or Comedy Central, PBS, Disney Channel, Saturday Night Live. Any kind of sketch or segment I can get myself on TV, which is weird now that I think about it. Oh man, deja vu. I had a dream last night that I was part of doing parts of a kids show or about to be a part of a kids show. And last time I had this dream, I had it in 2012 for the entire month of March. I don't know why. Every day in the entire month of March, I had a dream every single night that I was being a part of a kids show. And it was actually specifically Nickelodeon because, I grew up watching Nickelodeon, and I've always wanted to, bring back what I think Nickelodeon lost, which was all those really fun shows like All That, Keenan and Kel, Hey Arnold, yes. Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Doug, Real Monsters. Oh,
the
man.
golden era of Nickelodeon.
Yeah. And this is one of the prime things I do when I beatbox. Like when I beatbox, I like to do a lot of stuff that makes adults feel like kids and kids feel like kids. Because, I like to bring it back like, oh, he brought it back with a do. Like, we'll know that's Beverly Hills Cop. But the kids will think it's this thing on YouTube called Crazy Frog. There's a thing on Crazy Frog that does the same thing. Bang, bang. Yeah, doing the same thing. But yeah, that's my goal as a performer. As a beatboxer, I always want to do funny and fun things that make kids and adults really enjoy what I do. It's easy just to do my own style and just make up some random I can do that, but I think it's it's more fun when I do something that people are familiar with. Like if I do a theme song and people can connect with it. That's why I do a lot of remixes when I beatbox. Like what's another one? That's me on the toilet. Get it? Push it. I'm trying to like. Never mind. I don't want to go into detail for that. But yeah, I'm always trying to do like funny and fun stuff so people can connect to it. And if they can't connect to it, then I'm gonna do like a joke or something so people could laugh, because like laughing is like the best form of entertainment. Like I mean I can impress people, but I'd rather make people laugh. Like I said, all the other beatboxers are knights. Like they're like Batmans or whatever. I'm the Joker, and there goes the light, Batman. The TV went off. Ooh, look at the fireworks.
Yeah, it did.
Reminds me when I blew up a hospital. Because the Joker blew up the hospital. Yeah.
Nickelodeon, you guys are fools if you don't hit this guy up.
Yeah, come on guys.
Come on, Comedy
I'll share
Central.
my mind and talent with you.
Interrupt for a second. Hey Arnold is coming out with the Jungle movie in 2017 where Helga and Arnold can get together.
Oh, are they?
That'd be the perfect
Finally.
soundtrack.
They're getting together.
I felt so incompleted
It's
when
coming
I.
out November. I'm a huge fan because I also had a Shrine of You baby in the closet, and you used
Oh,
to make
man.
my girlhood tremble as well.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
a huge fan.
Are you Arnold?
It would be the
Are you Arnold, Helga?
Yeah, that's exactly us in high school. Yeah.
That's why I'm such a big fan.
Yeah, eventually I'll tell you guys about our story,
I
but
waited
yeah.
10 years for them to come out so they could end up together.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. There's only one other Nickelodeon show that would completely, if Doug and Patty got together, they never like. You remember the cartoon show Doug? Yeah, like I was so disappointed that they didn't take their relationship. Obviously, that she liked him. There was one episode where you actually saw them kiss, but it wasn't even actually them kissing. It was Doug imagining that they kissed, and yeah, I was like, come on, man. They should, or at least bring it back. But instead of it's called Doug, it's called Patty, so you get to see everything from her point of view. Like,
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
that would be freaking cool if they did that. And so, and they bring back all the other episodes, except you get to see through Patty's eyes and what she does. Like that would be so sick. Nickelodeon, come on! I can bring
Yeah,
those
you guys got to
you.
step your game up.
That'd be awesome, Patty.
It's way too dark though.
Yeah, dark.
It's dark. Remember, her father's a paraplegic.
Oh
She
yeah.
doesn't have a mother.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, it'll.
my wife is into all these conspiracy theories from the Rugrats. She knows all the
Ed
all
and
the
Eddie, there's a conspiracy theory.
oh, that they're all dead.
Yeah.
That they're all dead.
I could
Ooh.
do. I could do some Ed and Eddie voices.
All right, let's hear.
It was like, ooh, look, Jawbreakers, Double D. Remember Ed from Ed and Eddie? You're out of your mind, Ed.
I don't think this is a good idea, Eddie.
Shut up, sockhead. I know what I'm doing. That's like the hard voice to do. Ed. These kids are like, wait, what's Ed? Yeah. Here's a game. I'll do a voice and you guys try to guess what it is.
All right.
So how about this? You know the Law and Order voice. I did that one earlier. How about this one? He's like, listen to me now. If you don't get to the chopper, we're going to die. Listen to the way I say flowers. You can't just say flowers regularly. You got to go when you say flowers. Flowers.
Well, I feel like everybody, even like my wife says that I do a killer Arnold. I'm gonna do an Arnold.
Okay,
You let
let
me
me-
know. You be the judge. I get to the chopper. Is that good enough? No. I can't.
You look ridiculous.
Yeah, you have to make an ugly face. You can't.
You have to go like this when you talk. Like
Yeah, you can't do an Arnold impression without making an awkward
throwing
face.
up on the toilet. Sylvester Stallone's easy. He's just you just talk out of this side and you just go. What? All right. I
Well,
see.
now that you're giving us some tutorials, what tips do you have for these young guys that are aspiring
question.
beatboxers? And
So if anybody that's interested in beatboxing out there, my main thing is like try to be unique. Do not try to copy somebody else's style. I mean, it's cool to like have a foundation, but you really want to do your own style, because you being you is what's going to make you stand out from everybody else. Also, like I would say, be visually entertaining. There's a lot of people who beatbox who, if you're going to beatbox and perform and be an artist, part of being an artist is being entertaining in all aspects. Like when you're on stage, what a lot of people tell you, you got to work the stage, walk back and forth, work the crowd, move around. Like you don't want to just stand there and wave your hands around. Like, you know, be different. Like, it really pays off to be different. So I would say, like, concentrate on, like, you know, first get your style done. And then when you get your style done, make sure you do something visually entertaining too. Like, you know, whether it's a prop or, I mean, that's just my style. But like, if I was a judge, I would judge beatboxers. I never want to judge. I never would. That's like the hardest thing ever. But if I was judging, I would judge it on, you know, entertainment. Like, how are you going to entertain me? Not as a beatboxer, as a performer. Are you up there just playing, or are you up there performing, giving a show? So, yeah, that would be my thing. You know, don't copy somebody's style, and, you know, be unique and be entertaining. You know, performers are entertainment. So be entertaining. Don't just stand there going without even blinking. That would be my advice.
So let me ask you something. How do you approach practicing? Because for me, like, I'm a guitar player and I could run scales all day, but how do you approach practicing that sort of craft?
Me, I mean, it sounds weird, but like I just stay in a room and I make a whole bunch of different weird sounds. But yeah, sometimes I'll get inspired. Like if you're talking to a friend or whatever, and then like some of my fans have been like sending me like beatboxing clips on Facebook, and like I'll send something back to them, and it'll like inspire me to get like a different idea and stuff. But you kind of look to anything for inspiration, whether it's a video game or something going in the environment. Again, I'm staying away from politics. I know I could definitely do some political beatboxing. Is that a word, political? It is now. Yeah, but I could definitely do like a politic beatbox, but I don't want to do that because, you know, people will be like, yo, man, why you beatboxing this? You should choose this side. And then the other side will be like, why you choosing that side? You should choose this. So, but yeah, I definitely want to take like, you just take a little thing from everything. My thing is I try to make a joke or make something fun, entertaining out of it. That's why I should have brought my, well, it's fine. I always try to figure out different ways to beatbox. Lately, I've been getting my inspiration from different GIF images, like GIF clips or whatever. I'll put like a whole bunch of clips together. 1 second, I got to sneeze. It went away. I hate that. Yeah, so like I've been looking at, like I'll try to find something relevant like Star Wars, Rogue One, or you know, movies that's coming out, and I'll see if I can try to make a beatbox out of that. But like my main thing is, like I said, like, you know, making adults feel like kids and kids feel like kids. And I just try to get inspiration from anything. As far as music goes, I'm always trying to find different things that I grew up with, like how I incorporate Super Mario Brothers into like my trance music and stuff.
Can you do some of that? I mean, I
don't have my machines with me. Yeah.
I will definitely have you back at some point.
I'll have to say that for another show. Yeah. But like, I always try to incorporate things I grew up with. Like, everybody loves video games. Like, even if you're not playing like an actual console, you have a game on your phone, and like, you know, games are a really good way to relieve stress or whatever. And that's something that can connect everybody. So that's something like I put into my music. Like, I like putting video games in there. TV shows, like I like putting TV shows, like themed TV shows into my music and stuff too. And just lately that's been like the whole foundation of my show, just like doing something that everybody's like, oh, that's cool, he brought it back. Like, oh, I remember that show. Oh, I remember that game. Oh, I remember that cartoon character. You know, it's like that's what I want to do. And if it's not I remember, then it's like I want to do something where if it's a new cartoon character, but some of these the new voices are very difficult. Like, I got to start watching more cartoons so I can get these voices down.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, you do a lot of throwbacks, but how about some of the modern ones that the young kids, like, those are the ones they know for sure, like that Bob's Burgers.
Everybody knows SpongeBob, even though he came out in the late 90s.
Get back to work, boy.
I am working, Mr. Krabs. Say hi, Gary.
Meow. Did I say something?
No.
Like the Family Guys and the
only voice
South Parks.
The only voice I have from Family Guy is the old man, which is disturbing.
Old
man,
yeah.
Old man Herbert.
That's not too family friendly. Like.
I know. He's like,
hi, Chris. Want some Sunday ice cream with your popsicle?
oh, that creepy guy.
Yeah, you can't do that one in a family show.
Yeah. Can't do Roger's voice. I had Lois at one time, and then I lost her.
Do you lose them? Like, is there sounds that if you don't practice them for long enough, you lose them?
As you get older, like when your voice changes or whatever. I mean, it's all vocal practice. Like, you know, you could still maintain the voice. But like that's the thing with me. Like I want my voice to sound exactly like the character. I don't want to sound like somebody trying to imitate the character, and that's what I'll sound like if I try to imitate Lois. Oh, Peter. Yeah, it just sounds like somebody trying to imitate Lois. Like I want to get the exact voice down.
You want
Just-
people to imagine
people
Lois
think,
with their eyes
the
closed.
actual voice of the Lois. I'm like, well, you know, she was on her sick days. That's when I go in and I replace her voice. Yes, no, but yeah, Seth MacFarlane. His voices are very difficult.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Brian. I can't do Stewie's voice.
That was pretty good. That was actually pretty good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you got to check this guy out, Verbal Ase.
Yeah, definitely go on YouTube. Lots of crazy videos on YouTube. YouTube.com/Verbal Ase.
All right, so just to finish this episode off, we have 15 minutes left, and I asked him to do this, and he agreed. We're going to do a little jam session. And then we'll plug in all the stuff once more, let people know where to see this episode and where to see the next one. I'll plug in some of the next episodes, and we'll go from there.
Cool beans.
I don't have 15 minutes left. The thing ate up my battery.
All right, we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna empty this SD card, and we'll be right back. It's gonna be a second for you guys.
I got a weird low voice going. melody, I'll follow you this time. Yo, this is one of those chill beats. You can smoke some hookah while you listening to it. If you smoke weed, I hope you don't, but if you smoke weed, you can put some weed in the hookah. A lot of my friends try to get me smoked to do some, yo, this will help you. I don't know if it will. I'm high right now, I'm just telling you, no, I'm just kidding. High on the beat, come on. I'ma take a damn selfie. Charlie, why you moving up the couch, man? Right. I got tired of that armrest, yeah. Come on, In the studio, I'm a black guy, you can't see me, Why you look so bored? The dog needs a toy. Oh, I gotta try to. A bass line? Wait a minute. Or I can do it. Actually, you know what? We'll try it again one time. I don't think it looped right. All right. All right. All right, here we go. It's a track I heard a long time ago. It was a remix of, what are they? Public Enemy. I try to do that with a lip roll. Nah, I don't like that one.
This one for my homie, yeah. Get the Jamaican accent, cause we do the Jamaican rap on the track now. Come on. Do the Jamaica track on the track now. Do the Jamaica track on the track now. The dog don't give a damn, he's sitting there. Come on. Drum and bass, we need that low bass, come on.
Bit my tongue. Pinched my tongue with my teeth.
That was fun. Why don't you tell people where they could check out your stuff once more?
Everywhere. You guys can look me up on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Verbal Ase, and all videos are kid friendly. So you'll see SpongeBob versus Mickey Mouse. It's a cartoon beatbox battle video. You can look me up on Facebook, facebook.com/Verbal Ase. Instagram, Verbal Ase. I don't tweet a lot, although I do go, so I guess that's tweeting. Go on Twitter, type in Verbal Ase. What else? SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Verbal Ase. You can check out my music there. And yeah, just pretty much Google Verbal Ase. I'm sure you'll find me. The government's watching me. That's how easy I am to find online. Scary.
Also, follow us at Sophisticated Delinquency. Follow our sponsor, Music Fest News, to keep up with your favorite artists and festivals. The name of the show is Rhythm and Motion across all social media platforms. And we have really cool things coming up, like an Okeechobee Music Festival episode with John Sean and many more guests. I am Mr. Cure. See you next time.